Sandy and this is Kathleen, and today we're going to show you how to make some fancy butter for those fancy guests you have. And Kathleen is going to tell you how we're going to take just a few herbs and things and put into butter. But I first want to tell you a little bit about our Bolt bag. This is the red color that we use to identify our different bags. This one's a 160, and we use the smaller mesh inside our bag so that the butter will go through nicely. And our number codes are, this is 160, we go up to 220, and the way you know which one to use, the bigger the number,
the bigger the hose.
That's right. So that's how we do our kitchen. Both bags are FDA approved. You can put hot butter, hot ingredients, wash them in your dishwasher. These can last you a long, long time compared to any kind of other cheesecloth that you may want to use. And Kathleen now is going to give you the ingredients, herbs and things that she's going to cut up to put in our butter that is being melted right now.
Okay, because we just took regular old butter, salted butter at that. Unsalted butter is what it looks like I have right here, but you can use salt or whatever. And then we're going to take some herbs. I have some rosemary here and some cilantro. So it'll be a nice combination of herbs. So we're just going to pull some of these herbs off of that, rosemary off of that plant I have here. And then we're going to pull some cilantro off. And then just take it and kind of roll it up a little bit so it kind of stays together, and just do some nice chopping on there. You do some fine chopping or some small chopping, big chopping, because our mesh will stop anything. So, and I do suggest you chop these up because that way it releases the oil and then it infuses in your butter and it just makes it taste that much better. There we go. Nice chop. We're going to just pour it in that butter, and Miss Sandy there is going to stir it for us.
These are, we're using a crock pot because we don't have a stove, and normally you would just go ahead and put your butter in a pan on the stove over the flame or gas or whatever you've got, electric stove. But we're using a crock pot, and it's working just fine. You want to keep it on low if you really want to get all of the flavors and the aromas to really infuse in that butter. But if you're in a hurry, go ahead and put it on high, melt your butter, put in all your herbs, and you can put basil or rosemary, mint, anything that you think might be a complement to whatever you're serving for dinner. But like we said, we use just a couple of things to show you how this is done. And we are then going to pour it into our mesh bolt bag and let it sit. And my recommendation would be to do this the day before, so you can put your butter in the refrigerator. It solidifies. You can taste it and sample it, because if all else fails and you don't like the combination you put in there, you toss it and you can use just regular butter. But go ahead and experiment with this and have some fun with it. But we're going to go ahead and let this cook down for a little while, and we'll be right back with you when we make the exchange. We've allowed our butter to sit in here with all those wonderful herbs in there, and I wanted to also give you a tip. If it turns sort of a green color, that's just because all of the herbs have infused in there and turned the butter a different color, but don't worry about that. Explain it to your guests that it's the herbs. So Kathleen's going to pour this in here and not burn me. Oh yeah, oh the smell, oh that smells so delicious. And I am gently going to just lift it. And oh, that's doing nice. We're not even going to have to stir that. And we cut pretty big chunks on our spices too, and it's just going right through the bottom. It's perfect. Look at all that butter. Julia Childs would love this. Don't you know she wishes she'd have had a Bolt bag when she was back there doing all those buttery dishes. Okie doke. And we're going to cover this with a little saran wrap, put it in the refrigerator so it solidifies, or you can also put it in separate little butter containers for individual guests to have their own little butter dish in front of their plates. But we're going to just solidify it like this, and then we're going to go make us something to eat our butter on. Don't forget Boldtbags, www.boldtbags.com.